Please be seated. President, Dean, heads of school, members of faculty, students, and particularly your families, you're all very welcome to this evening's white coat ceremony and the presentation of awards for academic excellence. I'm particularly delighted to welcome some special guests, Ms. Liz Hochter from the Irish Pharmacy Union, Mr. Leonard McAuliffe from Boots, Ms. Fiona O'Connor from Servier, Mr. Abdulrahim Ahmed from Mara, Ireland, Mr. Azli Ahmed Aziz, Educational Attaché of the Malaysian Embassy, and Mr. Michael Chua, Chief Operating Officer of Penang Medical College. If I can first, before we start, introduce the platform party. To the front of the stage is Mr. Declan McGee, President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. And the platform party, from your left behind me, is Ms. Emma Gary, Medical Student Representative, Ms. Leah Conroy, Pharmacy Student Representative, Mr. Keith Kane, Physiotherapy Student Representative, Mr. Vincent Healy, President of the Student Union of RCSI, Ms. Judith Gilroy, Associate Director for Academic Affairs, Professor Clive Lee, Professor of Anatomy, Dr. Orna Tai, Vice Dean for Student Affairs, Professor Hannah McGee, Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, RCSI, Professor Arnold Hill, Head of the School of Medicine, Professor Seamus Sreenan, Director of the Graduate Entry Programme, Professor Marie Guyton, Head of the School of Physiotherapy, Dr. Judith Strawbridge, Programme Director, School of Pharmacy at RCSI, Mr. Frank Donegan, Mace Bearer, RCSI, and my name is Professor Cathal Kelly, CEO of RCSI. It now gives me enormous pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, Professor Hannah McGee.
President and President of our Students' Union, Platform Party, our special guests here this evening, our new students and families, and our prize-winning students, and all of the others who are attending here this evening. Good evening and welcome to you all here to RCSI for the first, for many of you, I hope, which will be a number of events through your course here, culminating in your graduation day. Good evening especially to our new students in medicine, pharmacy and physiotherapy. And I welcome you on behalf of all of the faculty, all of those who will teach you the basic sciences, the applied sciences and the clinical training that you will have over your next number of years here with us. This is day 2 for most of you. I know it's not day 2 for the graduate entry program who are already beavering away, but it's day 2 of your career for most of you. And it's symbolic that this is so early in your career that we have this event here today. We welcome you on behalf of faculty, as I said, and we remind you here this evening that you're expected from the outset at RCSI to understand the great privileges you receive as students, as health science students, as health professional students, and also the great responsibilities that will be given to you even in your student days. Training as a health professional involves undertaking rigorous academic study, and you have already demonstrated in your second level performance and in competitive environments. These are amongst the most competitive places in any country in terms of third level. So you and your parents should be extremely proud of what you're well able to achieve. So those of you who have succeeded in getting here all have the capabilities of succeeding here. But in combination with that rigorous academic study, you'll also be training effectively as an apprentice in the healthcare setting. And this is very different from the relative independence for many of being a university student. And this essential component to your training, this apprenticeship is possible because in this society, many patients and their families generously allow their care to take part in what are teaching environments, be that a hospital, a clinic, a general practice setting. And they permit you as students to learn your trade in medicine, physiotherapy, pharmacy, while they are being treated for sometimes very serious, worrying and distressing conditions. Without this generosity of spirit by patients and their families, this would not be possible, this education that you will receive. And it's an enormous privilege in society, and one which successive generations of students, in a way, earn from the students who went before them, and must cherish and save for the next generation. So you have a great responsibility, a great debt of gratitude to the students who've gone before you, who have done this well, and a great responsibility to pass on the maintenance of that privilege to the next generation. And in this way, we want to have a rite of passage this evening to mark this beginning of your time as a health professional student. And we use the metaphor of the white coat. The white coat symbolises many things in society. It symbolises the doctor, the pharmacist, the physiotherapist, and other health professionals. It's identified with health professions. It's also a symbol of the scientist. And it's a symbol of the importance of expertise, of evidence, of science, and that you are going to be the person who knows about, who interprets it, and who uses that science to your best ability in the care for your patients. And of course, combining those two, it's the symbol of the expert. We acknowledge that white coats may not be used in many situations today, and indeed, by the time you graduate, they also may not be used in some situations you'll see today. And there are lots of debates about short sleeves and long sleeves and three-quarter sleeves and so on. But nonetheless, it remains a powerful symbol or metaphor for the careers that you're undertaking. And for this program of study here at RCSI, it's a recognition that you as students are embarking on an important health professional career with significant responsibilities and privileges. So this white coat ceremony is actually not a particularly traditional ceremony. It was originated in the 1990s, so it's relatively new, but has become very popular throughout the world. It was originated by a doctor called Dr. Arnold P. Gold, an American physician who, in a stroke of good fortune, our chief executive met accidentally at a conference last November in New York, or no, actually in Philadelphia. We were at a medical education conference there. He's 92 years old, and he actually did some training in the Rotunda Hospital during his career. But he initiated this because he wanted in his medical school, and it has spread throughout the world, that sense of reflecting on the enormity of what you're undertaking, but also the ability that you have to take on this well. And he described the white coat ceremony as such. This ceremony, to quote him, is intended to impress upon you the primacy of the professional-patient relationship, to encourage you to enter into a psychological contract in which you accept the obligations inherent in the practice of your profession, to be excellent in science, to be compassionate, and to lead lives of honour. It is designed to clarify for you as students that it will be your responsibility to take care of patients and also to care for patients. And we know as professionals that you will be given great respect for the badge, for the career that, and the qualification that you will carry throughout this and indeed most societies in the world. As students, you must also learn to earn that respect, to be respectful to patients who will help you learn your trade, to be respectful to your fellow classmates, to staff who will teach you here in the college, but also throughout our hospitals, and to all the other people that you meet during your training. You will have heard from us yesterday, and you will see written in your documentation and on notices around the college that we have 4 values, RCSI, R for respect, C for collegiality, S for scholarship, and I for innovation. But first of those is respect. So we will give you respect as students, and we expect respect back, and we expect that you will respect the context in which you learn to train and to work with members of the public and with professions. So wearing this white coat for the first time symbolises your right to take part in this privileged training that can only be possible through the ongoing support of the public. And indeed to those who have donated their organs or their bodies to science in order to enable you to undertake your training. Their ongoing support, including the support of donors and their families, will allow you all, for example, to start your training this week in the anatomy room, which is an enormous privilege and opportunity to learn. And it requires that you all show respect for this, your first patient that you will meet in the anatomy room this week. The ceremony matters because it's a professional ideal we talk about. We ask you to sign up, as we said, to be respectful, collegiate in your activities here in college, and scholarly. And hopefully some of you might even be innovative as well. And these are the qualities we expect of you as students that we will try to encourage with the guidance of our staff to develop you towards your graduation. As an inspiration in this ceremony every year for our incoming new students, we do two things. Firstly, we recognise the academic excellence of some of our existing students. In classes, by definition, who are all high achievers to get here, getting into and staying in the programme is indeed a success in itself, and it's appropriate for the responsibility you will carry in your careers. But in every walk of life, there are stars. And we have stars in our classes as well, and we seek to excel at the end of every year to mark those who excel in their chosen field. So we want to introduce you to some of our emerging stars in first, second, third year and so on this evening, and to inspire some of you in your first week here in college to think, I'd like to be one of those next year. I'd like to be proudly accepting a prize for one or other subject. And so that's a challenge to you to excel even more than you might have aspired to. And the second thing we do in this ceremony is that we invite students who represent the three professions that we mark here this evening, medicine, physiotherapy and pharmacy, to deliver a short presentation talking about their extracurricular experiences in college, which have helped to contribute to their overall personal and professional development as young adults in society and as young health professionals. We hope some of these presentations will stimulate you to think too how you might best progress your own personal and professional development as well as your studies here in college. The ceremony will conclude with these students being invited to, the ceremony will conclude with you as the new students being invited to show your acceptance of your commitment to the responsibilities of the apprenticeship of being a health professional by symbolically putting on the white coat. But for the moment, I'm going to pass you over to our Vice Dean for Student Support and Development, Dr. Orna Teig, to commence the prize giving for the continuing students. And she will announce the prize winners, and they will be given their awards by our President, Mr. McGee. Thank you.
I know many of the students here are tired of hearing me today because they've had an induction programme where I've been talking at them a lot. So I hope you're enjoying today's ceremony. And one of the things I said today is about doing your best in college to be the best you possibly can be. And we're very happy to celebrate some of our best students today. So I would like to start with the awards for our pharmacy students, and the award for first year students, the silver medal in first place, which is a reflection of the highest overall mark in each of the first year of the undergrad programme. And the winner is Miss Lydia Fortune. For our pharmacy school second year, the silver medal in first place for the highest overall mark is Miss Katie McCormick. For our third year pharmacy student, the silver medal in first place for the highest overall mark is Miss Leanne Flynn. The AstraZeneca medal, which is awarded to the best overall performance in final pharmacy, is given to Miss Fiona McNeela. The Leo Medal for Excellence in Pharmaceutics, again reflecting the highest marks in pharmaceutics in the final year of the programme, is awarded to Miss Lisa Leonard. I'm very happy to welcome some of our guests here today, and I'd like to welcome Miss Liz Hochter, who will present the Irish Pharmacy Union Award. This Irish Pharmacy Union Award is awarded for practice research undertaken as part of the National Pharmacy Internship Programme and is awarded to Sarah McBride. I'm also very happy to welcome Mr. Leonard McAuliffe, who will present the Boots Medal. The Boots Medal is awarded for excellence in pharmacy practice. This reflects the highest marks in practice of pharmacy in final year of programme. And it's awarded to Sarah Jane O'Connor. Again, I'm very pleased to extend a welcome to Miss Fiona O'Connor, who will present the Servier Medals. The Servier Medals are awarded for students that carry out research, and we have 2 medals, one for a novice researcher whose first primary degree is the pharmacy degree that have no previous research experience, and that's awarded to Richard Malone. The second Servier Award is presented to an experienced researcher, a student with the highest marks in their final year research project, but someone who has a previous degree or previous research experience. And that is presented to Peter O'Donnell. I'll now start to present some of the medicine prizes, and we start with our earliest entrance in the programme for our foundation year students. So the first place and silver medal is jointly awarded to 2 students. This reflects the best aggregate mark across all the modules taught in the foundation year. And the first medal goes to Kushal Kira. And in equal joint, first place is awarded to Sarah Al-Sharsheh. The bronze medal and second place for the best aggregate mark across all modules is awarded to Basma Al-Qatari. And the third place is awarded to Aya Al-Hassani. The next year in our programme is called the Junior Cycle, and in the Junior Cycle we will be awarding places for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, overall based on aggregate marks across all the modules in the JC programme. So our overall first place and gold medal and first place is awarded to Wee Ni Fu. Silver medal and second place is awarded to Hamoud Bok Ambar. Bronze medal and third place is awarded to Danal Khan. Bronze medal and fourth place is awarded to Jenna Gears. Sorry, Jenna. And bronze medal and fifth place is awarded to Sarvenzaz Esmail Zada. The EVAT Memorial Medal is awarded for a recognition of students' anatomy. It's awarded for the mean or the average of anatomy practical marks for JC1 and JC2, and then is won by a prize Viva Voca exam on the CVR content. And the winner of this prize this year is Nasa Karimi. The bronze medal and second place is awarded to Uldara Alabi. The Barker Dissection Prize is awarded to a student who carries out a dissection and report on a region of clinical importance, and the silver medal and winner of this prize is Brian McCarthy. The Stoney Memorial Medal is another medal that recognises excellence in anatomy. It's again in the mean or average of the anatomy practical marks for over 3 semesters, JC 1, 2 and 3. The top 5 students are invited to attend for a prize examination, and the winner today is Michael Ryan. The bronze medal and second place is awarded to Hu Min Tan. The Kane Medal in Neurobiology is reflected by students who have an aggregate 2-1 honours across the 12 modules in JC1 and JC2, and they can enter to compete for this prize. And the winner this year is Ji Ying Mak. The Upjohn Medal in Molecular Medicine is again awarded to students with an aggregate 2-1 honours across the 12 modules in JC1 and JC2 who can enter a separate competition for the prize, and the winner this year is Ciara O'Connell. We now move on to the prizes for the intermediate cycle, our 3rd year in the medical programme. The Intermediate Cycle Medal for Excellence in Medicine and Surgery is a class prize based on academic merit across the programme, and it's awarded to Jeremiah O'Driscoll. The Pathology Medal is an intermediate cycle prize, and it's awarded to the top candidates in pathology based upon combined pathology results across the modular exams in intermediate cycle 1 and 2. And the winner of that is Miriam Al-Kayali. And the Abraham Collins Gold Medal, which is awarded for excellence in Kappa Hospital, is Miss Gillian Burke. The Tropical Medicine Medal is awarded to the top students in tropical medicine, and that's Siobhan Gannon. And now we move on to recognise some of our students in the senior years, and today we're presenting the John O'Leary Gold Medal for the student who submits the project which obtains first place in general practice, and that's awarded to 2 students who share the award. The first student is Miss Anika Gallagher. We now like to come on and recognise our students who have entered into the Graduate Entry Medicine Programme at RCSI. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. I missed one there. Sorry. At the equal first place for general practice is Shannon O'Connell. Sorry, Shannon. Now I'll move on to recognise the Graduate Entry Programme. So our gold medal and first place for the first year of Graduate Entry, aggregate marks in the Year 1 exams, goes to Sinead Tuhig. Yeah. The silver medal and second place is awarded to Jason Foran. We weren't sure if Jason was here, and he's not here today. The bronze medal and third place for JEP 1 is Stephanie Tung. I'd now like to present the medal for our second-year students in the graduate entry programme, and the first place representing aggregate marks in the Year 2 exams goes to Miss Sharon Kennedy. And the Syed Hansen Memorial Medal is again an anatomy award. It's a prize awarded on the basis of the mean of the anatomy practical marks for the students' first year in college in the JEP programme, and that's awarded to Declan Donoghue. We now move on to recognise excellence in our physiotherapy programme, and we're happy to award the silver medal in first place, again reflecting aggregate marks across all modules in the foundation year exams, and this prize is shared by 2 students. The first one is Mr. Ryan Fagan. And the second student winning first place is Miss Evelyn Downs. The prize for the best aggregate marks across all modules in second year, the silver medal in first place, is awarded to Thrace Kinahan. And the first place and silver medal for an aggregate marks across all modules in Year 3 of the physiotherapy programme is awarded to Sharon Cullen. Sharon can't be with us today either. Along with academic excellence, we also like to recognise and encourage our students to be the best they can be in a non-academic setting. And RCSI is proud to present some RCSI sports scholarships to support efforts of our students for their training and for representing Ireland and for representing RCSI at international competitions. So we're very happy to recognise Miss Purnima Java for her excellence in chess. She's at the age of 13 represented Ireland in the Chess Olympics, and in August of this year she captains the Irish chess team in the Chess Olympiad in Italy. Our second scholarship is awarded to Miss Lucy Bulger for her efforts and fantastic achievements in sailing. She's represented Ireland on the under-21 levels for the International Sailing Federation Team Racing World Championships, and she's an active member of the Irish University Sailing Association Team Racing on that circuit regularly. Thank you very much. So sometimes we find students get tired of listening to academics always telling them about excellence at RCSI.